Hi, East Coast Radio. I'm Nadia Munsamy. I'm the PRO for Phoenix Child Welfare, the Center Manager for Sahara Shelter, and the KZN representative for the National Shelter Movement of South Africa. At Sahara, our focus is essentially on gender-based violence. We accommodate women and children that are survivors of gender-based violence. We don't have a jurisdiction, so basically, we can admit anyone nationally, and we've also admitted women and children from other countries as well, like the UK, India, USA, the Congo. So we assist whoever needs that assistance when it comes to being a victim. Our capacity is 22, that is as per DSD. However, we have a capacity for at least 26 to 28, and that's what we are basically motivating with DSD now, is to say that there is such a need when it comes to, housing victims, and if they can increase our capacity. We don't accept a walk-in client. It's got to be via referral pathway, and the referral pathways are generally SAPs. It's Department of Social Development or any social welfare, and also stakeholders as well. So they would then send us, obviously they'll give us a call, we'll ask some screening questions, we'll ask them for a referral letter and then accept them. If, for instance, I think for us especially, or the privilege of that, that I have, is that if Sahara doesn't have bed space, then the fact that, I'm the KZN representative is actually a huge advantage, because I then can source another shelter for the clients, so that leaves them with a safe space to go to. I did study psychology, and I'm also a life coach. And it's been something that's been with me ever since I've been going to Sunday school, I guess, and, growing up in church and youth. And it's basically followed me. I've always found that, just anybody would come up to me and, they would expect for me to be a listener. And I've learned to be a listener, and I think that I honestly believe that it was God that chose this pathway for me, and I, as challenging as it is, sometimes it can really break your heart, but I know that I'm in the right place. When a survivor and a child comes through, many of them come in battered, and you can see the fear in their eyes. There's so many women that we've seen that it's not just scars, they're coming straight, a social worker's bringing them directly from hospital, and, they're like, some of them with broken arms, broken legs, they have a walker. We've had a client who was kicked down to the floor, and her partner broke her hip, and she had to have a hip replacement. She must have been, I think, 36 years old, and she had a little daughter. And even when she had to go to hospital to have a 2-year-old baby without her mom, it's really heartbreaking. And I think with the children, when they come in, you could see the fear in their eyes, because all they know is abuse. All they watch is what their dad is doing to their mom. And eventually it would take like about maximum 3 to 4 days, and you would find that the love that we give to them, they embrace it. It's like, the moment you walk in, it's like they'll scream out, Auntie Nadia, Auntie Lini. So yeah, that for me makes my day. Not just in KZN, but nationally, all shelters, basically we are struggling with finances. That's operational cost, and department cuts does not help, the situation. And it's very expensive to run a facility, because all shelters do not charge for our services. So the survivor and the child walks in here and they don't pay a single cent for any of the services that we offer. So if you look at food and if you just look at utilities, taking the kids to school, uniform, even transport, fuel, it's all just exorbitant amounts. So Sahara costs us at least 100,000 rands a month. And we're nowhere close to that because we receive approximately 37% subsidy from DSD, and the rest of the funds we have to try and fundraise. We host a few fundraisers throughout the year, and yeah, it's just been very challenging. And we're hoping, as well as shelters collectively, that department would even look at standardizing the budgets and standardizing salaries as well. So generally, we look at, a geographic location, If the kids are from this area, then we have a driver who would take them to school and fetch them. If they're not from this area, we have some clients that are from other provinces as well. So that becomes challenging. But the social worker, Lini, she works with the schools and with the mums in trying to get transfers, etc., if the mum is not reuniting. I would say that you're not alone. The help is out there. You've just got to reach out. Yesterday, I did a talk at one of the companies in Mount Edgecombe, and I did mention to the staff there that the first thing you need to do is to acknowledge that I am a victim of gender-based violence. And you've got to get out of the denial phase. And once you're there, there's so much of help out there. And we've got the Department of Social Development helpline. You've also got the National Shelter Movement helpline. You've got people like us who can reach out. You've got SAPS. SAPS even have a special GBV desk for women and children of gender-based violence. Yeah.